Welcome back. For many Republican candidates, running for office this year means running from President Bush, whose unpopularity could make or break a candidate in a tight race. CNN's Ted Rowlands has a case in point near Seattle. Ted?
Wolf, in Washington's 8th Congressional District, the incumbent Dave Reichert is like a lot of candidates around the country. He is getting support from the Republican Party, but he's doing his best to keep his distance from President Bush. Dave Reichert is doing his best to make it very clear to voters in the state of Washington that he is not President Bush.
I agree with the president on some things. I don't agree with the president on a lot of things.
Reichert may be trying to distance himself from the White House, but his opponent is making it difficult.
The real Reichert, he's just like George Bush.
I look at the ads every day. I mean, everybody sees the president and I walking off of Air Force One and waving.
He supports Bush nearly 90% of the time.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Darcy Berner is Reichert's opponent. She's a 35-year-old Democrat with no real political experience, trying to win in a district that's voted Republican since it was formed. Her strategy, like some Democrats this election, is to tie her opponent to the president.
Well, the real question in this election is whether we continue on the course George Bush has taken this country or whether we change course.
And oppose the president on Shivo, stem cell research, and cuts to Children's Hospital.
Reichert may be running away from Bush on the campaign trail, but he's relying on the White House for support. Dick Cheney, Karl Rove, even the president have all appeared with Reichert at private fundraisers.
Well, we had him out earlier in the year, and we actually raised more money in this district than any other district he visited this campaign season.
Joel Connolly covers politics for the Seattle Post-Intelligencer. He says Reichert is in the strange position of getting financial help from the White House so he could turn around and tell voters that he doesn't always agree with President Bush.
All of the top administration officials coming in to raise money for advertising, which stresses the independence of the congressman from the administration.
The race here in Washington state is basically a dead heat, and both national parties have poured a lot of resources and money into this race. Because it's on the West Coast in the Pacific time zone, on election night it'll be one of the final races to be decided, and depending on what happens around the country, all eyes could easily be focused on Washington state and the 8th Congressional District. Wolf.
Ted Rowlands reporting for us. Ted, thank you.